Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. With me once again is...
Phew, whose wood fell and died in this place?
apparently whoever runs that temple over there. We have just opened the Woodfall Temple, and I am ready to get started on it. This is going to be the first actual dungeon in Majora's Mask, and if I may say so, these dungeons this game has, they're pretty much like double the size of a regular Ocarina of Time style dungeon, so they're very substantial, and they even have a side objective in them. So here we are in Woodfall Temple.
And the ziggurat's a lot bigger on the inside.
It is. Classic. So right in front of us is another stray fairy. So what I'm going to do first is demonstrate this mask we got from the Great Fairy. You put it on and the fairy flies right to you. There are 15 of these stray fairies in every dungeon, and collecting all of them yields an additional reward. So I'm gonna get all of them.
Don't worry, I got you covered for that.
Yeah, Ivan here apparently has 3 of the dungeons memorized. As for myself, I've played the first dungeon enough times to know where they all are. Here's another one. They can be anywhere. They can be in chests, they can be, like, trapped in bubbles, they can be on enemies. And it helps to have the Great Fairy Mask because the hair will shimmer if there is a fairy yet to be collected in this room.
Oh, definitely. It's very handy for that.
And once they are freed, then wearing the mask will draw them straight to you. Apparently they are attracted to very weird-looking faces.
Hey, that's their weird-looking faces they're talking about.
You know, that is technically true. I can't reach them from here.
And those skulltulas are just out of reach.
Be very careful, because if they get the drop on you, then you're going straight into the floor. But it is I who has the drop on them.
Nice.
Apparently this place stinks.
You gotta imagine, with that poison water, it's gotta stink up to high heaven.
Yeah, that's for sure. So here we have an enemy that I'm sure Ivan will just love. Not this thing. Oh, there was a fairy in it. Go figure.
Yep.
Yeah, here we have...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So these enemies will actually... These are actual enemies. If they sense a human standing on them, that human will get eaten alive. But apparently Dekus are totally alright.
They want flesh, not wood.
Oh, I don't have any bombs, so I can't really, like... Apparently, if you throw a bomb at them, you can destroy them that way. So when we get some bombs, I'll try it out.
You know, these things are kind of freaky, to be fair. They're
very freaky.
Idly waiting there. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I made it. There's a fairy there.
Nice. And there's some bombs.
Oh, bombs. Perfect. Well, let's just try it out, shall we? Oh, I hope my aim is on point here. Things are getting in the way.
There you go.
That looks beautiful, and not everyone knows you can do that, because who would think to throw bombs at it? But yeah, now it's completely safe for Human Link to stand on it, because the jaws are gone, I guess.
Yep. Makes you wonder what kind of, like, evolution these plants had to go through to make them want to crave human flesh like this.
I guess they're just Venus flytraps or something like that? Some sort of relative?
I could see it.
So yes, classic Zelda dungeon stuff. You got keys. And probably Keese, the bat. Uh-oh.
No, there's just bad bats. Or are there keys here?
Well, we got a small key, at least.
Gotta make sure it's not a bat.
Let's see, can you cut this with Link's sword? Oh, wait. There's nothing blocking me, actually. Don't worry about it. Oh no, it's locked! Cactuat!
I can't unhear him saying cat crap, I'm sorry!
So the way to fight the snapping turtles are... What are they called? A snapper. Okay,
Snappers.
that's fine. So yeah, just attack them from below. This way. See, I like this, actually, because just popping out of the Deku Flower is an attack in and of itself, and that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. It's crazy too, because these guys actually do have a weakness to another ability that we don't get till much later.
Do these enemies show up later? I can't remember.
They don't.
Aw. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing, actually. There's a lot of enemies that, like, stop appearing after you've gotten a particular item. Like, there's no reason to... I guess there is a reason to come back here if you're trying to get all the fairies. Also, we have a map.
Handy map.
Do you think Tingle wrote that map?
It has to. There's a reason why it must be so pristine after being in a dank treasure chest like that.
But then he just stuck it in the dungeon, and yeah, it's just speculating. They never answer the question of who writes all the maps or places all of the compasses. I don't know why I'm going through that. So then, we have a key. Naturally, it'll unlock this.
This room.
Also, take note of the block that literally has Majora's mask on it for some reason.
He's been here too. God damn.
Oh, he has? Maybe he has.
I mean, like, I guess I don't want to say too much, but like, it's implied that somehow. Oh yeah, their skulls actually deflect bubbles. It's not just the fact that Skull Kid is kind of messing around with Clocktown. It's actually implied that he's kind of been just messing around places all over the area. In fact, remember, it's implied that Skull Kid, in fact, is the one that broke all the Great Fairies into Stray Fairies.
Oh yeah, that's true. So he would have been in here. Also, I totally see that there's a fairy underneath. I'm not going to get it quite yet, unless you want me to swim for it.
It's not worth it.
Not worth it. I tried that the first time I played this.
Oof, it's a pretty ballsy move.
Actually, what I'm going to do is... I like how I can quick swap. I bet the transformation is not painless in the slightest.
Kinda.
Kinda.
Like, here's the thing. A lot of information about Majora's Mask, like lore-wise, we actually got from around the time the 3DS version came out thanks to Miiverse. It actually did answer why Link screams every time he wears a transformation mask.
Okay, so there is in fact a Deku Stick puzzle, by the way, just in case you thought there weren't going to be any.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Also, you gotta be quickly, because those moths around those flames, I'm guessing they gotta be aggressive moths, because they hurt you if they touch your flame.
Yeah, the moths chase after you, and then they can actually... Yep, they just did.
Yes.
Also, you gotta, like, hop across here in order to get the spider web.
There we go.
Because, as usual, like, spider webs can only be broken by burning them, apparently.
Too thick for your butter knife of a sword.
Butter knife. I'm gonna...
It's more like a...
I'm gonna go on, but I just want to see if it's possible to maybe... Oh!
Nice shot.
Yeah, that works. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a big bee.
Beehives have actual bees now, by the way. Oh, whoops.
Imagine having bees like that big in real life. That'd be scary.
That's a giant bee! Don't ask me!
That thing's bigger than Tattle!
Okay, I'm getting out of here. Just restocking on sticks, don't worry.
I don't mind us. We're just gonna head right into Kingdom Hearts real quick.
Kingdom Hearts? What? I sense a lot of evil here. Oh, look! Oh, you know what, you're right. These are totally, like, heartless, right?
Yeah. They have the eyes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help it, though. Like, these bows are adorable.
Like, they're just shadow balls. How evil could they possibly be?
I mean, they do lunge at you.
Well, as we all know, the way to deal with darkness is to shed some light on the situation.
There you go.
Though I do think killing all the enemies does something.
Yes. Because that just opens the door.
Okay, there we go. I gotta practice
Wait,
quick spinning.
You're good. I remember when we told me your control scheme. It shouldn't be too tricky.
But what could it possibly be? It's probably just like... Oh yeah. This is nothing special.
Yeah, at least you guys are annoying. That's great for music. We don't get a lot of electrical enemies in Zelda games.
Let's see, there were electrified jellyfish in Ocarina.
I guess the Beamos do shoot electric attacks in Wind Waker. Well, Print is stuck in the proverbial medieval age, so there's no electricity there, period.
Right, the compass. I suppose this would have been helpful, so thank you, Ivan, for informing me of where it was, because I missed it the first time. Now, let's move on.
I guess Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom speak for themselves.
There had to have been electric enemies in Skyward Sword, because that's the weakness of the metal shield.
Oh, yeah! Duh! I'm falling into those pits, by the way.
You don't need to tell me twice. I am gonna take out these enemies, though.
Good idea.
Why is shooting bubbles so good?
As Link has had an entire adventure to focus his aim. He can aim even inaccurate bubbles. I'm impressed.
Uh-oh.
He'll make it.
Okay, cool.
Because, I guess to say it, the reason I don't follow those pits, it's not the fact that you'll reset, no. Those pits take you back to a previous room.
And unlike a certain other game, falling in pits that way is generally not important in Majora's Mask, I want to say.
Not at all. I can only think of like one occasion, and that's like way down later in the game.
Alright, so we're back to this floor. Can I shoot this from here? Oh, it's probably like close enough that I can touch, yeah.
Yeah. Funny, because like those bubbles are actually like they were enemies in Ocarina, and now they've been downgraded to just obstacles.
Oh yeah, they are those enemies. Actually, I read on the cutting room floor, great sight by the way, though that actual programming for that enemy is unused on the cartridge, so.
Huh.
It's worth a note.
I imagine they had to. Yeah, like I imagine they had to do that for some things for Majora, just because there's a lot of stuff reused here from Ocarina.
There's apparently an unused long shot, if you're curious. Anyways, mini boss time. You've met the Lizalfos, now meet the Dinofolks.
They've had an upgrade since Ocarina. They can breathe fire now, apparently.
That was the wrong button. Gosh darn it.
You'll be fine.
This is already a wonderful start.
Careful.
The reason I'm having this problem is because I'm hitting the wrong buttons.
That's fair. Also, I was gonna say, they usually counterattack with that fire breath.
Uh-huh. There we go. You know, I'm supposed to be doing well at this game.
Hey man. Like, to be fair, Dinofolks like this early in the game are pretty tough. I wouldn't worry about it so much.
Alright. It's a good thing to ship
Especially
to
since
Harkinian hasn't implemented hero mode yet. Speaking of which, the hero's bow, not a fairy bow, just a hero's bow. Link, what happened to your old bow? Just saying. Oh well,
Hey, don't ask that quit. Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you start asking that question, you're gonna start asking all sorts of questions about that.
Uh-huh, like what happened to the bombs?
Yeah, because, like, you could argue Link didn't have things like the bow when he was a kid, but then, at the same time, why doesn't he have, like, bombs and stuff?
He learned how to ride a horse as a child. You know? Oops.
Also true. Like, all that without a saddle, either, which is very impressive, because from what I heard, riding horses without saddles is an extremely rough trip.
Just wait for the fairy to come up, and there we go.
I think that's all of them, yeah.
And now for this room. Let's see. I got the one down there, so there's another one in here. But I suppose I'll take care of my business first. Because as you can see, the classic trick, aim your bow, shoot through the fire, and let the arrow carry the flame. Don't ask why it doesn't burn anything else besides the torch.
Damp wood, compared to, like, a brazier.
Also, this is apparently unsuitable for that flower enemy, and now they're just dead.
I mean, it's too bad for them. They decide to live in an environment that is not habitable in any other way. Adaption's the best part of life, after all.
So this isn't unlike the Forest Temple, because similar trick. Only this time we don't have Din's Fire. Like something I missed in Ocarina of Time is that one puzzle with the like iced switch that you have to shoot a flame through. You could just use Din's Fire.
I mean, I have seen and been looking into some mods that do implement some Ocarina items into Majora.
Bingo.
Nice. Good shot.
What's in that door anyways? I suppose we'll find out. First and foremost.
You see a switch, you press it.
Monkey C button, monkey push button.
Almost a rule as universal as shiny good. Deku Link's not heavy enough to press switches, by the way.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that. If you just stand on the switches, Deku Link, it does nothing. That was dangerous.
Jeez, Link.
I didn't expect the diving animation.
I mean, he does that usually when it's water, but like, oh my god, that looked like that would have hurt in real life. Ugh.
Okay, so the door that opened was past the flower, I think.
That's on the other side.
And what have we here? We have the end of the dungeon. So let's collect a couple things from elsewhere first.
Yeah, we're not quite done yet.
So I think in here? Nothing here.
Huh. Wasn't it A?
Nah, it couldn't be. Because A is dive.
Oh, fair, fair. I feel like there might be a reason for that. Also, to double check, can you wear your Great Fairy Mask just to see if this is the only fairy in this room?
As soon as I get this one. Hello? Thank you.
There you go. Just, I feel like I might know where that one might be if that's the case, but I can't remember.
Okay, still one in here, and odds are it's in there.
That's the B one. There you go. Oh wait, Link can just straight up hit a B with his sword. I'm impressed. Is it stuck behind the block?
It was. I didn't know the block could block it.
It's like what the Womps say. Blocking blocks, block path.
Right.
I don't think there was I think that should be it for the most part. Of course, the only thing we're missing is just the big key or boss key or whatever you pronounce it as.
Aniki no Kagi? I don't think that's how it's pronounced. So, like...
Is that a direct translation?
I know
that should be it.
I know Kagi is key, so... I don't think Aniki is boss.
No, I feel like that's more of a prefix for, like, an older...
What in the world?
I always wonder what would happen if you did that. Question answered. Hearing Link's scream... Oh, you're good.
Or not.
Hearing Link's... I'll just go for it now. Oh. That's probably easier down here.
I'm supposed to be professional. This is very distressing.
It's okay, my friend. No, I think like Aniki is like a prefix you say to like an older sibling or something.
That's Oni-chan. Or is it?
Oh. I don't know. I don't really know much of Japanese, so don't ask me.
Me neither. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, yeah.
You look right out of Crash Bandicoot.
Say hello
By the
to
way,
the
he was
gecko, not to be confused with Geico, which could save you hundreds on car insurance.
I know, this guy's gonna save you hundreds by ending your life.
So I think something that could maybe just get a teensy bit annoying with this game is that you have to constantly swap forms, but I don't really consider it a huge deal.
Yeah. After what they did with Twilight Princess, I can't complain about the transformations. I guess to kind of explain that real quick for folks. In Twilight Princess, they actually made it so you have to be in a hidden place to transform, to not scare anyone. And apparently that was a direct reaction to why people were saying, well, why don't nobody react to you changing forms in Majora?
So when you defeat the gecko, he turns into a regular frog. Apparently he was just cursed or something, but can't really do anything with the frog quite yet.
Also, how... it's confusing because a frog monster called a gecko turns into a normal frog.
They're both amphibious.
They are, but that's like saying an alligator and a crocodile are the same thing. Don't tell me they are. They're not.
Hey, I deal with 10 guys a day who don't know the difference between a rabbit and a hare.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of my own silly things about that. It's sad how all of them are Zelda related. Well, with that, at least we got the boss key, so we're pretty much ready to finish up this dungeon.
While I'm at it, gorillas are not monkeys. Just wanted to say.
They're apes. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I've at least thought. Is that right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
So with the bow, it's very easy and very simple to just snipe everybody before they can cause trouble.
I like how for the sculptures they added a new death animation, because in Ocarina they would just fall down when you hit them with arrows. Or wait, were they immune to arrows?
They were not.
Okay. Here in Majora, not only do they die, you pin them to the wall, which is kind of gruesome.
Let's see here. The remaining fairies should be around here. And if I don't have all of them, then I'll have to, like, search the dungeon again.
I can guarantee you have all of them.
There's 2 more?
This room alone... Yeah, this room alone has, like, a fifth of them. Or at least, like... 4.8? I don't know how many you can take 4 out of 15.
I'll do the math later. It looks like you're right.
Just... Yeah, no. Like, as long as you have 11 at this point, you do have all of them.
Just have to wait for them. There we go.
I'm glad they heal a heart every time you collect one.
Sure, I'll take them to the fairies with the same color, but I have business to attend to first.
Careful not to forget about it, because if you reset time, you lose all of them. Trust me, that's happened to me more times than I like to admit.
My aim is off today.
I'd say it's the bubbles.
They are a bit random.
Yeah. Also, I equated the bubbles to the slingshot before. Much like the slingshot, as soon as you get the bow, they become instantly outdated. Or outclassed.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
I never realized that you could take down the... I never really thought about taking out those sculptures with the arrows ahead so that you could get those red rupees earlier.
The
That's how you're
red
supposed to get
rupee
them.
is not much. Alright, so I'm hyped for this. Bosses in Majora's Mask are something else. They are some of my favorite bosses in the whole series.
Oh yeah, this guy has an interesting history on top of that.
So do we look up to find him? Even though he does drop from the sky, so...
Spoilers. Bomb flowers.
Mm-hmm.
What we got?
Masked Jungle Warrior of Dolwa. Oh, look, he actually blocks arrows. He's smart. No, that's not the shield button.
Also, all I can say is he has ISG activated at all times.
Yeah, he'll actually, like, swipe at you if you get close.
Not even that. When he's just waving his blade back and forth taunting you, it actually counts as a hitbox as well.
I can't quick spin.
By the way... Adalba himself, despite his chanting sounding gibberish, it's heavily implied that he's actually doing actual Mayan chants. Because this chant he's doing right now is said to be translated to come, ache, and burn. No, head will ache and burn.
I guess the quick spin technique doesn't work here. So, quick spinning is supposed to be able to infinitely stun lock him. But I better stop doing that, because we have spiders.
That other chant he was doing, I think it says, come burn. Oh, they're attracted to that too. Interesting.
Yeah. He got out.
Shield bashed!
That was interesting.
What? Is Aldomo playing Majora's Mask or Soul Calibur? I can't tell! I've never seen a lot of these dances before. It's kind of interesting.
Wow.
Oh god. You got the hero shields pretty much in front of me.
No, I got hit! The no damage run is over.
To be fair, he pinned... Did he just drop rocks? Firewall.
Oh, wow. Good technique. Okay,
he's not...
Okay, Amateur, that was kind of a spin attack. I wanted to finish him with a spin. But you can see that that was a lot of fun, actually, because... First and foremost, there was none of that, do something to expose the weak point, use your dungeon item, etc. It was just, you know, here's his moveset, here's your moveset, go crazy.
Technically, he can be stunned with the arrows, but it's super hard to do so. Kudos, man.
There are opportunities for it, yes, but I just love, like, stabbing at his legs. I just wish I could have, like, put on a better performance. Oh, well.
I mean, he was giving you some irregular patterns.
Also,
I guess the last thing to say is...
Also, I'm 99% sure that you can duck the spin attack, which would have been hilarious.
I would have loved to see that.
Oh, man.
So now where are we?
What a missed opportunity.
These bubble enemies are everywhere.
It's just a hot spring. Look, there's a naked man. See?
He's tall.
Steam sensor.
Now he's singing to us. How do you know it's a song?
Because it only has 5 notes that the ocarina can play.
Oh. So that means I hear a song in real life that's only 5 notes. I can play it. I have to learn it. Okay.
the Oath to Order, which will be played precisely one time.
At the time it matters most.
You make it sound poetic.
I love it.
Don't go between his legs!
Come on, we had it.
Call us. But I don't know your phone number.
Wait. How are we supposed to know what it is? Like, is it this song I heard? What is it? Go, don't just leave us!
And the poisonous water goes away. Presumably. Very slowly. There it goes.
There we go.
Also, this room has a really weird flower in it.
Are they drooling or do they have tongues?
No idea. Have you done this before or what? Well.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but wait, come back. I wasn't even started yet. Yes?
Yes? Aww.
I apologize, so don't hold it against me. Got it?
Oh, your brother is going to be so entertained by this. I got tattled to apologize.
Oh, he ain't gonna hear the end of. She ain't gonna hear the end of this when we tell him.
Oh, and speaking of which, we didn't actually find the princess, did we? Oh well, I suppose it's time to leave. No. This time you cut the vines.
Hello.
Also, the only thing holding her was like a thin layer of vines, really.
I mean, it's not like she has a pair of shears or anything. What's that supposed to mean?
I've got no comment.
Besides, Utekos don't have noses. Oh, literal woodland folk.
Wow, right on the money, my lady. You know, I gotta admit, she's rather cute. Really pretty looking with all the flower dress and everything.
Oh yeah. It's funny how, like, the Deku Palace itself is set up like a Mesoamerican style when... Actually, no. I think I might be wrong about that. I think it's actually set more like a Japanese palace. It's like, heck, even Deku Princess herself is almost dressed up in, like, Japanese attire.
Ta-da!
How does this work? I don't know.
You know, I just realized that I completely forgot to do something and now I can't. Oh well.
But that you can offer her to the Curiosity Shop?
What?
You can't.
Oh,
I wish.
Thank goodness. But no, I forgot that I'm supposed to take that pictograph to the guy at the swamp tour place, and now he's not going to accept it.
Oh, damn. Oh, careful.
That was weird. There's no swamp water. There's no poison swamp water anymore. It's cool.
Yeah, you should be good. I like how you're not even questioning the fact that I knew that about the Deku Princess.
What?
You cannot sell her at the Curiosity Shop.
I'm guessing that Deku trafficking is a little out there, even for the Curiosity Shop guy.
But it's Deku royalty. I'm sure there's some guy who would pay big bucks for it. Also, oh. It's just a hot bath. How bad can it honestly be?
boiling hot water is... like, ouch.
I take that back.
Whoops.
Punishment! Punishment!
What does this guy say?
I love these. Thinking they have a... I have no idea what exactly kind of royalty this place is.
I've never seen this animation in my life.
He only does it if you talk to him after they started punishing. Can't tell if it's like European royalty, Mesoamerican royalty. I don't know at this point.
So yeah, just, you know, she was in the bottle the entire time. Don't question it.
To be fair, she does act like Eastern royalty with... Yeah. She even has that glare that could stare into your soul.
Don't ask what the guy in the back is doing.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, that's another thing about this game, by the way. In addition to, like, it's not the end just because you clear the dungeon. There's post-dungeon stuff.
Oh, yeah. The idea is, since we cleared the area, there's stuff to do around here now. Oh, I prepared something. Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, that shrine. It was blocked off by an octo until this point, so apparently they have a tamed octopus, or octorock. Also, you can now change back to human and you're, like, totally alright with these guys. Before that, they would have thrown you out if you changed into your regular form.
Yeah, apparently they don't even let outside Dekus into the palace. And
Today's special. Uh-oh, please get across. Okay, cool.
you got across. I mean, we're at least getting special treatment now, because yeah, you're right. If you try to get here earlier, there'd be an Octorok just kind of... Oh, big Octo blocking your way here.
And it is possible to, like, kill it, I think, but then there'll just be nothing here, and you'll just have this room. Right, so normally I don't trust butlers because they tend to be, well, killers. But...
Or...
I was expecting that. So do you like racing Dumpe?
I like racing Dumpe more than I like racing this guy, to be honest. Doesn't throw fire at you, thankfully, because we're made of wood, but he's a lot trickier to follow.
That's the thing, though. Fire is very lethal to Deku for obvious reasons, yet they've got torches. I mean, they need light. He's got a candle. There's, like, open flames.
Oh, yeah. Actually, there's one part here that I absolutely hate for that very reason.
Oh, also, you want to, like maybe switch to Link here.
Yeah. Oh.
Because Deku Link
also
cannot make these jokes. Also, I'm aware that I totally forgot about the shortcut. For some stupid reason, I thought you needed the hook shot.
You're good. Also, I was going to say, despite the fact that these guys are obviously mad scrubs, they're not aggressive to you.
Did he go this way? Yes, he did. Do you want, like, human form here?
Just careful not to fall in the water.
Yeah, that'll slow you down big time. Stick to Deku.
It's much like Dompe Race, there's actually points where the doors are closing behind you, so if you lag behind, you will get lost. This part.
Now you definitely want your human form. Just in case.
All of fire!
Yeah, one touch of that fire and it's game over for all of you Deku players. I think you want normal Link here too.
This next part. Keep a close eye.
Oh sure, let's just add boulders. What is this guy doing?
Unique boulder graphic, by the way.
Of
I
all...
don't think it shows up ever again.
I'm lucky I remember this from, like, ages and ages ago.
Very, because I hate that room. If you go into any of the wrong spots, you have this creepy imagery of a Deku with crossed eyes poking its tongue out at you. to really emphasize how much you messed up.
So I've questioned whether or not Deku could actually get past some of these obstacles. Like, I don't think Deku could do it. Assuming it's just like, you know, the same abilities as Deku Link. Maybe Link is not the best Deku scrub in the world.
I mean, considering what he says here, it has to be.
That's a good point. Yay, a pig
First
mask! We can cosplay Ganon.
I was gonna say, there's Pigma.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, when I see you, I'm reminded of my son who left home long ago. Somehow I feel as if I'm once racing with my son. I'm afraid I may have tried too hard to outrun you. As old as I am, I'm still a fast competitor. Just like when I raced my son. Please forgive my rudeness.
Also, I think his son was betrothed to the princess, but he's gone now. That's a shame. I wonder, like, what happened to him. Tattle, I know you're really interested in him right now, but we need to go.
I really hope he's okay.
Yeah.
For now, yeah. Now we have the whole Star Fox crew with us. We're all good to go.
Nah, actually, we're missing one.
Oh, you're right. And much like that member, he's not going to show up till much later.
Really?
Really? Or what I mean to say is, at the very least, he has to be rescued, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Actually, this is a good opportunity to demonstrate our new mask. Because
true.
its use isn't... like, it is amusing.
Yeah, all of Link's sound effects have been replaced by pig sounds.
Including sword swinging, by the way.
He plays it very well.
Okay.
I think you have to lock onto it.
Mushrooms.
That face!
Is getting hit? Oh, no. Getting hit was a little different.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Also, I like this, because it may seem weird that the Mask of Sense can find mushrooms, but it's actually the fact that pigs are known for having their ability to discover truffles by scent.
Oh! I had no idea. Wakey, wakey!
NPCs will react to eating masks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Komi, I never knew your middle name was Syrup.
Syrup?
Or was it Maple?
These guys?
I mean, you give them a mushroom. That's the thing, like, you give them a mushroom, they make magic stuff for you.
Well,
I'm now a double callback.
I believe that the mushroom allows them to make the blue medicine. And it's the only place you can find it.
Yep, which is the best of all, because it gives you best of both worlds, full heal and full magic. And like, that's why back in the day, people would, like, follow boars and pigs, because they were the ones that would be able to sniff out, like, truffles.
Animals have, like, so many interesting quirks like that.
Oh, yeah. It's why, like, whenever we adopted similar things, we usually just adopt them based on the animal stuff.
Animals have taught us well.
Oh, I don't know what the heck you could tell us about a platypus.
And now that the poison swamp has been cleaned up, well, I don't know what was stopping her before this, but now we have a shooting gallery.
To be fair, it just wasn't safe for the public.
I guess so. But yeah, target practice. Target practice minigame. Don't shoot her. Aim for the target. The target. Thank you.
I believe you can shoot her up to 10 times before she gets mad at you, so it's pretty generous.
generally, once you've adjusted your, well, she does lower herself here, but it's all about adjusting your height. Sorry.
It's fine. What's one arrow in the scalp?
It's not like I hit your Hyrule counterpart with much worse. Like, can you imagine if I shot you with... which one is this lady weak to? The ice?
Nice. I mean, it's also the fact you can't pull false ISG and kill her second form in milliseconds. Which actually I've learned in some versions actually causes a glitch. A very interesting glitch while we're at it.
Oh, it got the target and her at the same time.
I flew too low. I think you were the one to tell me about that glitch, actually. Of the Twin Bolt fight?
Twin Rova.
Twin Rova. Twin Bolt something else. Oops.
Hey, what happens if I... oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Don't tell me you're misaligned. Careful. I think you're slightly misaligned.
I had
Only
no
slightly.
idea that was possible.
Hey, wait, don't skip out on this last part. It's actually very easy to rack up a bunch of shots before the boat stops.
That's an actual bug, by the way.
Because,
Because, like, did you see how the target was just floating there in midair for a moment?
Yeah. By the way, real quick, can I well, first off, you have the Picto Box, so we can at least check.
The contest has ended, yes.
Oh well.
There's no point to that. I don't know why they make you, like, start the cycle over again in order to get that one. We'll just have to pick it up next time.
Real quick, do you have a title deed?
I'm saving that for later.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I'm not...
Oh! Right. It took me a sec to remember.
Anyways, now that we have an actual bow, I suppose we could take care of this too. There are shooting galleries in this game.
I guess to say a little fun fact about that. Originally, when they were making the fishing hole for Majora's Mask 3D, they were considering the idea of having, like...
Whoa. Did you know that was there?
No, I didn't. That's a really good set of cash of money. But, yeah, long story short, they wanted to consider... They considered the idea of having, like, Ganon in the fishing hole here in Termina. Maybe, like, his counterpart or something. But, nah. I kind of wish they did it, though.
It would have been funny, especially considering what you can do with Twilight Princess. Oi, mate, how are ya? Wanna play? Oh, no, I'm not doing that. So, the two shooting galleries have different rules. Just fire like you never have before.
Yeah, this minigame don't account for accuracy, so just make sure you get every shot. Yeah, the little secret Deku scrubs. And Gways.
Uh-oh.
The Wolfos are the only ones you can actually miss, so don't miss them. Nice. Also, I love for these Deku scrubs, it's not that they have a unique model, they just flip the shrubbery on their bodies.
I'm concentrating, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering.
Pretty good. That's why I'm giving off these little fun facts while you're doing it. Nice shot.
I'm a practitioner's master of memorizing all of this.
I've just mastered my shots, honestly. Which is why that one... Nice!
Okay, so there is a maximum score of 2120. Not sure why that particular score.
I mean, they add up your points on top of that, so... You got a very good score.
So the question is, I'm not... Do you know if I get, like... I'm never sure if I get all the rewards for this. So... Pretty sure there's, like, a...
If I remember correctly, he does give you all the rewards if you hit the high score and you get a perfect.
Okay, there's the quiver.
That's the perfect. Oh, you beat your last high score too, so kudos.
By 10 points. 20 points, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that means the other one. Oh, God.
You don't like this one?
It's given me some trouble in the past. Also, this guy has a very funny Easter egg if you literally decide to do nothing. Or was that an ocarina?
Maybe.
I guess since you'll focus on, I'll explain that. In one of those games, if you decide to shoot literally nothing and just let the timer run, instead of giving you a chance to try again, he'll just say, that's okay, you don't have to play if you don't want to. Not only will he say that, anytime you talk to him, he'll also be actively looking away from Link and will refuse to let you play again until you leave the building and come back.
Okay,
it's almost like he's in...
That's gotta be Ocarina, by the way. Definitely.
It's like the man is always completely insulted by the fact that you didn't play his game.
This is really easy. You can completely memorize it.
It's not the fact that you can memorize it, it's the fact that if you're playing this with an N64 controller that's very sensitive, it can be hard to try to trick shot all the Octoroks you need. Like this part here. Yeah. If you're wondering, you have to get all the Octoroks to get the perfect, and then you have to hit a high score on top of that. It can be tricky.
There's no score mechanic for this.
Oh, there is. You gotta hit all the shots. If you miss, well, because here's the thing, he won't get the it's not because you can't get the perfect 50 if you hit any of the blue guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the quiver.
So now we have the largest quiver. I weird to consider that I might remember the actual timeline better than the actual developmental timeline of games.
I did it again.
I hope there's a reward because I can't remember. I think there is. There should be. There has to be one. I'm trying to gaslight myself because I don't want to forget about this. Thank you!
Another day, another heart piece. Let's see, what else can we do with the bow? Also, just a little preview. Just a little preview. You can do that. Let's see, over there.
It's over there. Yeah. Thankfully, it's not too far, because, yeah, the fairy fountain is just right there. Also, yeah. Speaking of enemies that don't return, after you clear out the swamp, like, all the enemies that were around the area are also gone, too.
I think we just made several species go extinct. So you want to talk about cut content?
Yes, please.
Well, take it away.
So, as we know, in this game, when you recover a Great Fairy, they'll basically give you use a beam to give you a new Great Power. Apparently, there's actually some unused cutscenes in the game where the Great Fairies are actually physically training Link for some of these attributes. For example, there's one unused cutscene where this fairy is actually teaching Link this new technique we're learning now, called the Great Spin Attack.
Which he already knew, of course.
I just kind of forgot at some point. And the whole idea there is like, yeah, she's physically actually training Link to learn these new techniques. Now, for those who play Twilight Princess, to say that might sound familiar, yeah, it plays out almost exactly like the Hero Shade quests in that game. Very interesting how early they had that idea in mind.
So now your spin attack can do... If I can get it. There, it does that.
It's bigger and does more damage.
Which is like, you know, Link got that for free in the previous game when he got magic, so...
They really want to let you know about this thing, because this thing is no joke. Like I said, if it hits you, it can steal some... Yeah, it can steal some inconsequential stuff like your shield. It can also steal things like a bottle and straight up your own sword. So, I don't know why people aren't more hesitant about this thing. I hate it. Don't fall into the tree. Thank God.
Oh, if it fell into the tree, like, this thing would go away.
Or more like it would land on top of the tree.
Ouchies. Well,
By the way, yeah.
orange
that's a
rupee,
gold
ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna max out my rupee count. Easy
A
money.
whopping 200. It makes sense. That bird's a thief, so probably is loaded.
So yeah, I think this is where we're gonna call it today. Because I cannot imagine... Let's see. Yeah, there are hard pieces available, but I don't think we can, like, physically get them anymore because we need to be in town on day 1 for one of them, and the pictograph event is over with for now. So, I think that means it's time for the Song of Time.
Yep, it's time to play that Song of Time.
So that'll do it for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are enjoying this playthrough, despite my failures to actually fight bosses correctly.
Yeah, man, like I said, these bosses are very different for Zelda standards. Like, you just kind of have to go for it. And I feel like I feel like it was very entertaining to watch.
Well, if Ivan's enjoying it, I'm sure everyone will. That'll do it for today. I'll just look up the combination later so that I don't forget. And that'll do it for today's episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ephraim225, and with me, as always, is...
I'm glad everything smells nice and fresh. Not like a woodfall anymore.
And we'll see you next time, where we will grab a couple of heart pieces and then head into the mountains.
I'll bring my winter coat.